I keep messing up.
What? Oh, let me hit the wall.
Hit the agua.
About to turn into ASM. It's called
ASMR.
Nah, hold on. Did my man? Hold on. Wait. Google. My for some reason my mic didn't. See, here we go.
I've been ASMR.
All right. Can you hear me through my mic?
I believe so. Yep.
Am I crispy?
Chris.
All right. Well, if I'm
It's a thin
crispy,
Chris.
and I don't know. Let's get
Original
cracking.
thin Chris.
What up? Welcome back to another week of the Rick and Jordy podcast. I'm one half your host, Jordy.
And I'm the other half of your host, Rick. What's going on?
This is my daughter's baby, Misty.
Okay.
She's here with us today.
Misty.
Come here and say hi. Say hi, people.
The whole crew.
The whole squad.
Hey.
In the car.
Yeah. The baby. Yeah. Here you go. Good job.
Thanks.
All right. Go put them in the car.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. They better go to school. All right. So today we got the futuristic walled city in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yes.
All right.
Line. Saudi Arabia. Walled city.
Let's start with this question. Rick.
Yup.
Get approached. Let's say by some type of committee. All right. Some type of governmental committee. No, nothing's creepy, nothing weird. Okay. Governmental committee says, hey, we're building a walled city. It's going to be futuristic. Everything's going to be, state of the art, modern technology, out of this world. Bye, baby. We want you to be one of the first residents of this walled city. You going?
One of the first residents of the walled city?
Yeah.
I think I might take that offer. Yeah, I think I might take that offer because if I'm the first resident, that means at least everything in the city will be new. And hopefully I'm a resident that has access to, what I have in the outside world, because whatever. But this luxurious walled city, they're gonna have so many amenities and so much stuff. But yeah, I would love to be put in that situation to experience all that new stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you? How are you feeling about going to a wall city, futuristic?
For sure. If I'm one of the first ones, yeah.
Heck yeah.
If it's already too many people in there, I'm cool.
That's what. Yeah. Exactly. If you're overpopulated or anything like that.
Yeah. If it's overpopulated already, I'm cool. I'm not trying to do it. Yeah. I don't really like living in big cities, but if I get to be one of the first and experience all the stuff, yeah, I'm cool. I'll try it out.
Yeah, let me try it out. Heck yeah.
So Saudi Arabia is working on this actual walled city, and I'm just gonna share my screen. I'll let you all. Where's it at? Okay, yeah, there we go.
Just a couple minutes, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Building a city of the future. There's Songdo in South Korea, the Alphabet-funded Quayside project in Toronto, which was abandoned in May last year.
So
both Singapore and
let's fast forward a little bit. I think I started too. Okay.
You know what? Okay. Yeah, this is not the video, but it's still cool.
70 kilometers. It would do away with cars entirely and instead be connected by high-speed rail that would travel the entire length in just 20 minutes.
So everything kind of stacked on top of each other. What are those flying cars? You got some flying cars.
Match the grandiose plans. The line is envisioned as a giant glass and mirrored wall, 170 kilometers long.
Mhm.
You can't see it.
500 meters
Yeah.
tall. That's
It would just
taller than
reflect the sand.
greenery
Right.
the top, an open air ventilation system to help maintain an ideal climate year round, and it would house up to 9 million people. Now, the line is just
9 million
one of
people?
Saudi Arabia's
9 million.
$500 billion Neo Megacity project. For one, the so-called virgin land that the government is building Neom on is, unsurprisingly, not all that virgin.
170 kilometers, kilometers.
Members of the Hawatat tribe who are being
Okay.
from their homes. What many
Okay,
things
hold on. All right. Because now it's about to just, I was looking forward to see what else was on the show.
So,
show no more of the Wild City. Go ahead.
yeah,
Long humanity has existed.
oh, sorry about that.
You're good. Hey,
I think it's kind of the same. It has people talking over it. Shorter video is, I think, is a little more succinct. It hits on more of the major topics.
you want to show it?
Yeah, might show it.
All right.
It's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a mirror city, that looks pretty futuristic to me, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Now, how do I do this?
I am intrigued by that though.
Huh?
It's mirrored because I'm wondering, like, I guess I'm wondering what that would look like. You know what I mean? Like, how do you get there? Because if it's in the middle of the desert, like, you ain't just walking up on that.
Not at all. Clearly, you know, if it has 9 million people, they have built some architecture such as airports or a train system at least to get to it. How do I share my screen?
I
see it. I am hot host disabled person. Oh, you have to enable it.
What? Okay.
Sorry, host, bro.
Here you go.
Okay.
There you go.
You got it. All right, thank you. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. I can't hear you. I think you're muted. Oh. You're mute, bro. Oh, there you go.
Tall, 200 meters wide, 100 kilometers long, and housed within an elegant mirror glass facade. Intelligent solutions create efficiency and year-round temperate microclimate with natural ventilation. Energy and water supplies are 100%.
See, that part to me looks dope. Like,
the line is designed.
It looks
greenery
cool
and stuff.
There, yeah.
Like, but it just seems like there's not enough like
immediate access.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it would be enough natural
40%
sunlight or natural air. I guess, I mean, they'll design it, but
part of the globe's key trade routes, a place for commerce and communities to thrive like nothing on earth seen before. The line, the city that delivers new wonders for the world.
it looks dope.
Yeah,
But it's also kind of
All
It
right,
feels kind of creepy a little bit, but at the same time, it looks dope.
it does. What makes it look creepy to you?
All right, because we just got at COVID. So anything that's close quarters with a lot of people is creepy to me. Because it's like you can walk anywhere from end to end in 20 minutes. Like all of it is like you don't need cars and all that stuff. There's 9 million people. Like I imagine, all right, so you seen Fifth Element?
Yeah, that's exactly what made me think of.
Yeah, so they all have they have their nice individual homes and stuff like that, but everything feels like close stuff.
Yeah, so close you ain't got no real your own space.
Yeah.
Besides inside.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and then they were living, but it felt like they were living like 10 cans, but they had a nice little, the apartments were fairly nice for that. But and then everything is just going straight up too. I don't really like because I don't want to be the top and then
up top and but that first video, well, probably both of them, but they showed. You saw the infrastructure showing flying cars and stuff, right?
Yeah,
yeah, that's funny. That's nice little coincidence. But so if it's that futuristic, how do you think it would be to travel about and throughout that type of environment? Yeah, environment.
So I picture it like a big airport, right? Where they got the little escalators,
that's fair.
Like the little conveyor. I feel like they would have those for like some people that would maybe struggle walking or something like that. That like people that have like an injury or something like that, they would have to have something accessible for them. Then of course, obviously, just regular walkways for people. But I feel like it'll be something like that, like a mixture between those two things.
Okay, yeah,
so like you'll have like escalators or like a big mall or whatever. But I was thinking airport because airport actually has the flat one where it just like you could stand on it and it takes you over rather than like the mall. The mall is just more up and down.
So I think I would be interested in seeing like clearly there'll probably be like a train or something or a tram running back and forth at all times. I wonder how many of them, but yeah, that just. Like I said, being early in the game, like experiencing all that, not worrying about overpopulation and how it may be difficult in the future or whatever, that would be dope to experience. Because it's like stepping in a new world. It seems like for real that would be like exiting what we're used to and being in a whole new type of environment.
I feel like only rich people are going to be able to live there, though.
That's another thing. Like they talking about the luxurious piece and how nice it's going to be. First $5 billion development.
Yeah,
that sounds like rich people.
Yeah,
rich people populace.
Only rich people are going to be able to live there, and I mean I get it because I mean come on, I mean if you're going to build something like that, you're not building it for the lower class necessarily.
Yeah. But who you gonna have to? I mean, they say it's so autonomous, but who they gonna have to do like maintenance work, utility work, that type of stuff. The stuff they don't want to do.
I guess you call somebody in, it'd be like I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a good question. Actually, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because
somebody got to run it.
Yeah, exactly. The city gonna have to be ran. Somebody gonna have to be on site.
Yeah,
at all. You can't call everybody maintenance in all time. So
it would probably be like it'd probably be something like, all right, like when you go into like a gated community and they got somebody like working security, it'd probably be like somebody like that.
Yeah, I can see them.
They'll be escorted out at night.
I can see them building a little supplemental little mini town next to it, and that's where all the people live that work in there, and then they just go to the little town at night, go to their home and stuff.
Like where you work at? I work at the walled city.
Yeah, I work in the wall city. Where you live? Outside the wall.
Right. That's like that'd be kind of frustrating.
Yeah,
to like have to just work there, but I can't live there because I can't afford it.
There'd probably be there'd probably definitely be
Hey, Papa.
economic tiers,
Yeah.
I would imagine in there.
You know what I say.
But yeah, everyone
Stay
like everyone
here.
can't have the best job ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So okay. Side note. Okay. No, never mind. I'm not even gonna get into that. We'll talk about that off camera because I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off camera.
Okay.
Oh, but I do have a side note related, but kind of not. Because when you were talking about like trams and stuff like that,
Mm.
it made me think about what those trams would look like, and I wonder if there'd be like some type of like anti-gravity or something like train.
Oh, like
You know, like
maglev or something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if it's so futuristic, it better be.
Because I saw this thing like this.
Futuristic and
All
green.
right, this is a whole nother rabbit hole, so just follow me, right?
All
But
right.
because I saw this video because I was curious about the reason why I looked this up because I was curious about like if you can make a magnet like float because it's going against the other magnet. And so like this guy has like this on YouTube, he was doing that and he made like a whole like little circular, like kind of like almost like a train type thing, right? And it was just going around in a circle because it was on the magnet, but they were opposing magnets. So it made me think about, well, the reason why I looked it up was because I was already thinking about this. I was thinking about like how the pyramids were built. Because you know, they always say they don't know how they were built. They just like, oh man, like they just carried these big slabs.
Yeah.
And so it made me think. I've been thinking this for a while because I saw this other thing where this guy built like this castle down in Florida by himself, and these kids said they saw the stones like floating or whatever, and that he wouldn't let nobody come in and see how he built it, but he built it by himself. I'll have to send you this. This is a whole nother story, but just follow me. What if the way that they built the pyramids was because somehow, some way they understood the magnetic force of the earth and was able to counteract that, and then that's how they moved those big stones by using whatever material they needed to use to be able to have it basically push against, and then they can transport it like that, so they didn't actually have to drag it, and that's how they built it. Just play with the idea for a second. Just play with the idea.
Yeah.
What if they understood that? What if they figured that out? I don't know what the Earth's magnetic force is like as far as like what type of push or pull it has. Well, if you can do that with magnets, and the Earth has magnetic properties, I guess.
Yeah, there's a magnetic field.
What if that's what they did? Because they're also built in specific locations. They're not just randomly, you know what I mean? Like apparently they align with like the stars and all this other stuff.
Okay. So the significance of them using that, well, I guess it wouldn't be technology, but actually at that time it would be technology. So if they did that, what about it?
Well, I was just saying, what if that was how they built them? Like that's how they were able to transport the stones, because the stones are so huge. They were saying how would they have transported that? And it was like they didn't have any machinery that would have done it. So I was like, what if they figured it out? What if they was like, oh,
sounds like that sounds like that would be on the verge of like low-key extraterrestrial type knowledge, like using, because I mean if you think if they could have done that back then, we would have figured it out or thought about it, you know, by now. But that'd be nuts.
Maybe. But you know, they had technology like in those different ages. There's technology that they got that we still don't understand today.
Yeah,
like, you ever heard about Greek fire?
Nah, what's that?
Sorry, we're getting off on a tangent, but I'll give you a short synopsis of it. Greek fire is basically something that they use. It was during, I forgot what actual civilization. It wasn't like the Greek people per se. It was called Greek fire, but it was because of like, I think the scientists or something like that figured it out was Greek, but the people that use it were not necessarily Greek. I forgot what they were. But anyways, what it was like this thing that they would use in war. And it's almost like a flamethrower, right? somehow it ignites, and it's some type of petroleum or something that they use, but it ignites, and then they shoot it at their enemies, and it sticks and it just burns. But
Okay.
they also use it for their battleships. So like when they be out on the water and they're fighting naval battles, it can stick to the water and it spreads on the water.
Okay.
And and I don't know. I guess it was kind of hard to put out as well. Like I don't think it was something that you couldn't just dump it, put it out. I think it just had to eventually die out or something. But it would just burn, and it can sink a ship. I mean, quick.
Okay, so it sounds like an older version of napalm or something.
Yeah, but they can't recreate that though.
Right. I feel you. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Never heard of that.
Look it up when we get off of here. But yeah, it's they've got things that are similar to it, but that specific technology, they can't figure it out.
Okay.
Because there were some other things that was special about it that they said, like they had some ideas of how they were doing it, but they can't figure out like the exact properties of Greek fire, which is interesting. That's why I'm saying, like, technically, like we don't know what all technology they had back then.
Yeah, you could have died with them.
Yeah, because we're just figuring stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like this walled city idea, like that whole concept, maybe it's been done before, something similar.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we're just now relearning this stuff.
Yeah, for real. Clearly, it's a new age, so the look and how it operates will be, more of the modern times. But right, it could have been done. Like, I mean, we made mention of it, Kowloon, the walled city in Hong Kong, before we started the conversation. But yeah, that's essentially I wouldn't say a version of it, but that is.
But
that could be a version. It's a walled city though.
It's just the poor people version.
City. Yeah, the poor people version of walled city. Like the So definitely,
because they can walk from end to end as well. They didn't drive in there. It was
they didn't drive at all. They couldn't drive.
Yeah.
So,
and all their shops was right there and everything like that. Like everything was right there.
Yeah. The school eventually the schools and everything. So where would you rather? So Saudi Arabia, that's in the middle of a desert. Where would you rather see a walled development like this be built?
Man, I don't even know where you can put one, to be honest, outside of being in like a desert.
Okay.
I mean, you could clear out a forest, but I don't think people would like that too much.
No.
I think the desert is the only place, because I feel like anywhere else you would have to destroy some type of
resources.
Yeah. And people will be upset about it. The desert, I don't think nobody care about, because ain't nobody out there anyway.
Right. And technically they're bringing green to the desert, if you want to think about it.
Yeah.
No matter how much,
which could also
pollution.
bring animal life there, but also be pollution. Well, it's supposed to cut down.
No, it's a green, but I'm just talking about building it.
Oh yeah,
building it. Yeah. It's a green establishment, whatever that means.
That would be interesting to see. I wonder if they'll actually follow through with it. I mean, I'm sure they got the resources to do it. I don't think that's the concern. I think it's going to be like the logistics of it though. And then getting people, because there's also a city that China built with like these high rises and stuff like that. It's supposed to be like, I think it was supposed to be more like a business district or something like that, but nobody lives there. It was supposed to be able to hold let me see. Don't get me lying. Don't get me lying. Hold on, let me check it out real quick. I have to look this up live. China's
let's get it.
Empty city.
I might have heard of that. Sounds familiar.
Where is it at? So $100 billion ghost town. I think that's it. Right there. Oh, gosh. Country Garden. What's seen as is it Country Garden? Is that what it is? The real estate garden. I think it's called Country Garden. Let's try that. Let me see. Country Garden.
So we said environmental impacts. It looks like a concern was that if they built the city, it could impact the migration patterns of birds.
Oh, really?
So that's environmental impact after the fact.
That's it. This is it. This is like a. But anyways, there's a city. It's not plugged in, baby. There's a city in China that they built that was supposed to house like millions of people or whatever. But they only got like maybe 10% or less than that people that actually live there. But it was, I don't know, there was something that was off about it, like the logistics of it as far as like the travel distance or something like that. But I don't know. It was in a random spot or something. I forgot. I saw the video on it. I had to look it up. Come here, no. Go upstairs and ask mommy. Go ask mommy. Yeah, you don't have your steps there.
So the fact of filling it up, getting people to go there.
I think that's gonna be it. It's like, all right, people going out to the middle of the desert, and it has to be, and to get people there, like it has to be ready right away. Like it can't be like
in development.
Yeah, like Fire Festival.
Neighborhoods. Yeah, like Fire Festival. People showing up, they still getting stuff situated.
Yeah, it can't be that way. It's already got to be up and running, like everything's functional. You know, you got your test runs out, you know, all that stuff. Because otherwise people are not going to stay.
Right.
Because like we said, the type of people that are going to move there are going to be people that have money. And they're not about to be inconvenienced when they don't have to be.
Right, exactly. So they don't want everything that they're used to there in their vicinity.
Yep.
So I mean, in a sense, this would be like the closest thing to a like dystopian type of feel.
Yeah.
That we will have. So that's I wonder. I know there has to be pushback because
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely have to be.
So here's the thing. If this is built and it works out, do you think this would turn into like an actual thing where there are more cities like this, and now the wealthier people start moving to cities that are like this, and then like basically everybody else that occupies the other city, you know, regular, you know, the normal city would be like lower middle class people or working class people?
Yeah, I would say if it ended up working out, I for sure see other cities try to model after that.
Yeah,
definitely. But yeah, I would be curious like where at though, because like there would have to be a huge swath of land. So yeah, if anything's successful, there's always going to be copycats. Someone trying to recreate that success. So
where in the U.S. could they do that?
That's what I was trying to think. That's why I'm like, when I made that comment, it had to be a huge piece of land. Nowhere. I don't think anywhere. Well, you got desert.
It'd have to be somewhere like, like it had to be like Vegas.
Yeah, that's
not in Vegas, but
Arizona,
I'm saying like,
Nevada, that area.
Yeah, it had to be in that area. Yeah,
New Mexico, maybe.
Yeah, like it had to be a big piece of desert, because that's essentially what Vegas is. It's like, or at least from my understanding, I've never been to Vegas, but from my understanding, that it's just a big piece of desert that is a city in the middle of it.
It has a city in the middle. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely. So
it had to be that on steroids.
Yeah, in the United States, we're limited on space to have this type of, and then what would be the point? What would be the point?
There's too many big cities to want to do that.
To want to do that. It would be like,
type people.
yeah, it would definitely be. Oh no, it would definitely be. I can't think of the word, but it wouldn't be long lasting. People wouldn't stay there forever. I don't think.
Nah, it'd be more of like a tourist
A
attraction.
little commodity.
It would turn into Vegas essentially. Like it'd be the
Yeah,
new
yeah, definitely.
because
Yeah,
now
tourist
that you
attraction.
say that, like I couldn't see rich people like Bill Gates wouldn't move there because for why?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
he might
It's
have a
like
spot there.
yeah, like I got me a little spot that but like he can build his own. He has a own compound. You know what I mean? Like most of the rich people in the U.S. like have their own compounds where it's like I'm away from people. Like I don't
Right.
be in that space.
Right.
So I imagine I don't know.
I mean, I guess they could have like buildings with the whole floor to themselves, but again, that's just rich people. That's not common. That's not for
If
everyday
anything,
folk.
it might be like a business type thing. Like maybe you move you not necessarily headquarter, but maybe you open a facility or a branch in that walled city. Like so, like if it turns into something like Vegas, I don't know. I opened up. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know,
Like a resort or
maybe
something. Like you
resorts.
open up a resort,
Yeah,
and
open up a
the
resort.
resort is in there in the wall
Yeah.
city, and they have access to the wall city.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's about the only way I can see it. I mean, but again,
Yeah, it seems like it would be a lot more turnover. It'd probably be hard to keep clean, like you would, because people don't own it, so to say. But
and then how do you get in like fresh resources like water and stuff like that? Because like there's no water.
yeah, in the desert.
Like like are you just because I don't know how like I said I don't know how Vegas works, but would you have to like ship in water? No, it's a serious question. I don't know. Like
Yeah, I don't know.
because in the desert, if there's no water, that means you're not gonna just be like how would you have like running water?
Yeah, okay. Colorado River water and local groundwater, two primary supplies used to meet Las Vegas current water needs.
Okay.
So yeah, they would have to find a water table, some groundwater, something like that, a water source. Yeah, that could affect where you can build at too then.
Yeah, because you have to have a water source. I mean,
Okay.
people can't live. Was it 3 days without water? Is it 3 days? Or is it a week? Can't remember. You can't go that long without
water.
Yeah, without water, you can't go out that long.
Yeah, a week.
It's a week.
Yeah.
Or 3 days. Yeah, it's 3
Yeah,
days. It's a
3
week
days.
without food, 3 days without water, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, essentially you're a goner. You're a goner. You know,
It'll dry up, shrivel out.
You're gonna be stinky and thirsty.
Stinky, thirsty. Yep.
Well, hey,
Don't like all the food you consume.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely have to be a resort type thing, and then just ship in water.
Yeah.
Ship it in.
Have some water facilities, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it were to come true, and you were like the first person to move there, how long would you stay? Could you see living the rest of your life there? Or?
No, heck nah, bro. Because eventually it's gonna get packed.
Right.
I'll do a smooth month. Like I feel like it'd be like a nice little vacation. I'm like, and then I can come back and like, yeah, I lived there. It was cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd do a cool month.
I'll probably give it a year or two. I'll say I can give it a year or two. Yup.
That's fair.
Yup.
That's fair.
Really fill it out.
Yeah, that's fair. But as soon as it gets to me, people, I'm gone. I can't do
it. For real.
I can't do it. 9 million people. 9 million people. When is this in a straight line like this? Like, nah.
9 million.
There's not 9 million people. There's not 9 million people in this city.
Right.
So, right. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. All right.
That's another thing. Yeah, that's too many folks. So
yeah, it's way too many. All right, we got less than a minute here. We're gonna go ahead and cut this one and wrap this one up. We'll be back next week though. So stay tuned. And again, this is the Rick and Jordy podcast. I'm one half of your host, Jordy.
And I'm the other half of your host, Rick.
And we'll catch you next week. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Peace.